Look, man, I don't know if you're chasing chicks on social media or Tinder or Bumble, wherever you are. You got to stop chasing, and you got to start understanding that when you are chasing women, that is the highest form of repellent to a woman. That's just a reality. Like, women don't want needy men who are like chasing them. What women want to do is they want to take notice of you. They want to take notice of you because you are different than all the other guys. You stand out. But you've gotten so isolated, you're so busy watching TV shows and screen sucking off social media that you've lost all human connection. You've lost all connection to your higher self, to your human being. And so now it's time to do the self-work to become that 10. So let's get started. All right, so you know that being needy and chasing is a repellent to women. It just is. Their instincts are designed to go, uh-oh, the more he chases, the more I'm going to push away, right? That's why there's that terminology like nice guys always finish last, and women want bad guys and all that stuff. It's not that. It's not bad guys like troublemakers. Women just want men that are charismatic. Women want men that are mysterious. Women want men that are self-sufficient. Women want men that are put together. Women want men who know how to crack a joke, who know how to show up into a room. That's their DNA is designed to be drawn to that because you are the apex predator on this planet. That's it. It's as simple as that. And so they go, well, I want to be with the guy who can protect, who can provide, who is charismatic, I can create a family with, who can help me with the shelter. She can't do all those things by herself. There's plenty of things that women can do that you can't. And this is why I say, when you attract the right woman, she's going to fill in all of your inequities that you don't have that she does. So your job as a man is to find a woman that can provide that if you want to start a family. And so what else are you looking for then? Well, you want to become the kind of man that you respect, admire, and that you love, right? Think about this. If you see someone, you're like, man, I really like the way that guy carries himself. I like the way that guy shows up. He's respectful. He's like a savage, but he's a servant. That's a good dude right there. Deconstruct him, get to know him, follow him, read his books. If you don't know him, you follow this person on social media, read their books, watch their videos. Like, what is it about them? And then start deconstructing that and do it. But I can tell you what that man looks like, because the man that you love, respect, and admire and want to be like 99 out of 100, these are the traits that they have. One, you got to get fit. You got to get fit. And getting fit is part of the over-encompassing life resume. Can you work out? Can you eat right? Can you do it consistently for a long period of time? And if you can, not only do you become physically fit, but you may not know this, but exercise is the highest form of antidepressant. Like, exercise is the best form of antidepressant. Like, you're sitting there stressed, anxious, and depressed, playing video games, avoiding life's realities, escaping through alcohol, vaping, weed, because you don't want to deal with your problems, popping Xanax or whatever the fuck it is you're popping so that you don't have to deal with your thoughts, not once thinking about, no fucking doctor is going to prescribe consistent hard exercise because it is the highest form of antidepressant. You go work out regularly for 6 months, 5, 6, 7 days a week, like a fucking savage. You eat right. You develop those abs. And as you develop those abs, you tell me that your anxiety and depression don't just magically go away. You need to develop that, my friend. You also need to develop the financial muscles. The physical muscles aren't enough. You need to develop your financial muscles. Again, I'm not saying that you got to be a multimillionaire, but today there's no reason why you can't earn 100, 150, 200,000 a year. A few weeks ago, I did an episode on the 4 skills that I wish I knew when I was 18 years old. The high income skills, right? Sales, marketing, copywriting, leadership. These skills are important for you to know. And with any one of these skills, you can break the 6-figure financial barrier. But when you're making good money, you are proud of yourself, because in today's world, money is power. And a man, remember I said a man is looking for your kingdom, power, legacy, respect, money, and a woman, right? Well, to get the woman, you have to have those things, because when you are proud of yourself, when you are in love with yourself, when you're like, man, if I was gay, I'd fuck the shit out of myself because that's how fucking awesome I am. That's how a chick would feel too. Seriously, that's how she would feel about you. So find what you need to do to start making your money. The internet is free with ideas and solutions. YouTube is free with ideas and solutions for you to make more money, even if it's a side hustle. And when you do that, you begin to become financially whole and sovereign, And that makes you a very attractive person. What else do you want to do if you want to become a 10 so that you can attract the 10s? Well, you want to be interesting. Think about this, bro. How many dudes are boring? Most of you probably don't even leave the house. If you work from home, you probably don't even leave the house because you probably order food and it's delivered to your house, order groceries, it's delivered to your house. Unless you go to the gym, it's probably the only time you leave. And if you work and go to the gym, then you left once. Right? The point is, you don't have an interesting life. And if you're not interesting, guys or girls aren't going to be attracted to you. Like, guys aren't going to want to hang out with you. Dude, there's so many cool things you could be out there doing. Not only do you become interesting and do you forge your higher self by doing all these things, putting yourself out of your comfort zone and therefore becoming the better version of the man that you want to become, the man that you love, respect, and admire, you are also putting yourself in a position to find and attract the right woman into your life. Because she might be on the track, she might be on that hike, she might be doing that mud run or Spartan race, she might be in that jujitsu comedy club or improv class, right? Think about all the things that you could do, man. You can go learn to play the guitar, salsa dance. You could do so many things, and when you do these things, you begin to develop yourself holistically. Right? If you think just getting jacked and making money is it, that's a majority of it because that teaches you so many great traits and discipline and focus and consistency. We've talked about that, right? But what about being an interesting human? What about having hobbies that actually interest you? You wouldn't know if you like any of those or not. So think about that. There's so many things you can do, man. Now, the next thing I also want you to do is to develop charisma. Charisma. There's an energy about charisma. The ability to banter, crack a joke, be self-deprecating, just the right amount of self-deprecating. Right? To make people laugh. Because if you can make people laugh, if you can make people think, and you can make people cry, not by being an asshole, but make them cry as in know how to tell an emotional story, man, you have got that person eating out of the palm of your hands. When you're that dude, guys are going to want to be your friend, and women are going to want to take interest in you. They're going to be attracted to you. And then you get to decide who you click with, vibe with, share energy with, take them on a date, choose the right one. You find your 10. So it ain't rocket science, man. What else can you do? Start healing. Before you can find the right chick to love, you got to love yourself, man. If you are pessimistic, if you hate yourself, if you're not confident, you have low self-esteem, you feel unlovable and broken, you feel anxious and depressed, you are still sending out a signal to the world, a very low tone energy signal, low vibrational signal. And then you start attracting low energy, low vibrational people into your life. And you're like, this bitch is fucking crazy. And I'm like, yeah, bro, she is. So that's because you are not whole. You are fucking crazy. You are still broken. And I need you to heal. I need you to develop self-mastery, brother. And when you do, you become a magnet for awesomeness. And so as you become a 10 and you stop being boring and you become more interesting, you begin to dress well. So now imagine you take all of that, you're fit, you're making more money, you are interesting, you have all these hobbies, you are posting about them, you are out in the world doing them, you are connecting it with people, you are friends, you are social. Oh my God, you're not anxious anymore. You're not depressed. You are happy. You are putting out a positive signal. You are whole. You are healed. You love yourself, bro. Therefore, you are loved by others. And guess what happens next? You begin to magnetically attract the right one. It ain't rocket science, but it does take work. And if you're willing to do that work, you will get the outcome. I literally gave you the game plan on how you become the 10 so that you can attract the 10. So listen, I got a little 4-step game plan. Number 1, don't isolate yourself. Be interesting, right? Get out there. In the gyms, book clubs, fucking comedy clubs, like mud runs, Spartan races, do the thing. That's thing number 1. Like thing number 2, develop yourself, develop your purpose, explore your interests, right? Try new things. Number 3, make health a priority. I'm not just talking about your physical health. I'm talking about your mental health. I'm talking about your financial health. Like make it a priority. And then finally, step 4, fall in love with yourself. Like be willing to be alone. Like I would rather be alone than be with someone who is constantly got me walking on eggshells, be with someone who is unpredictable in her emotions, be with someone who is blowing through my money and has no respect for my money, be with someone who doesn't appreciate me. But if you healed and you fell in love with yourself and you were so interesting and you had a good group of friends who are like-minded people, you wouldn't be so desperate to go out and chase broken bitches. Instead, you'd be out there doing your fucking thing, living your life, shining your light so bright, sending out such an awesome fucking signal to the world that you would magnetically attract the right woman into your life. Now, you know that I'm right about that, don't you? But you got to start doing the work, my friends. And if you're willing to do the work, you will become the highest level version of yourself. You will magnetically attract the right woman. And then you can start paying it forward to the men in your life who are chasing instead of attracting.